Okay. I'm honestly confused why there's such a big fan base for Men of Steel and the Zack Snyder's universe. Because I always thought they were like kind of mid universe. Like the Superman costume wasn't Superman's costume. It was navy blue. It was he didn't even have red like muscles. They were painted on quite readily. Um, he didn't. My lights are slowly turning on. He doesn't really care about people because his fight against Zod, he destroyed the entire Metropolis and Smallville, destroying hundreds of lives. He left his father get KO'd by a tornado when it was easy for him to save him. Like, I don't understand. And here I am, and I'm like watching James Gunn's Superman, and I'm like, this is Superman. This is what I wanted in Zack Snyder's universe. A Superman who was actually a Boy Scout. Yeah, he's gonna get upset, but he's not gonna throw a 18-reel into a telephone pole, destroying an entire town's electricity for several days because some guy made him angry. Yeah, it's like I don't understand it. Like Henry Cavill, he's great. I don't even know the Superman's name from the new movie, but Henry Cavill, yeah, he's a good actor. It's fun seeing him on screen. But I feel like if they would have named this Unicron Man, I don't know, or something, it would have been a better movie. But because they did Superman, and they kind of ruined his whole personality, his whole everything that makes Superman Superman, even down to the red trunks, just kind of like, I don't know, bugs me. So, they're like, the only movies I liked that was like Zack Snyder was, because they all were based around Zack Snyder, was Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey, Suicide Squad 2, and the first Wonder Woman movie. Everything else was just a movie. Like none of the heroes act like themselves. Maybe Batman, but Batman even was kind of like not really Batman. Superman shows up, and even in the Justice League movie, Superman doesn't show up until like the end of the movie. And half the time, he's kind of evil. Like, hello? I didn't watch the Snyder cut of the Justice League movie because, well, first off, I don't have HBO Max or whatever it's on now. I didn't have that. And I think it came out on DVD, and I just didn't feel like buying it. There was a story with those DC movies. Like, I had Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman. I think I had Justice League, Wonder Woman, and Suicide Squad. And I had someone come over, and they stole all my Disney Pixar movies and a couple of my Disney movies, and all my DC movies except for Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman. So, for me, back then, that was a lot of money that was stolen from me. I'm slowly rebuilding the Pixar collection. And Emperor's New Groove was one that was stolen. I got that back. But I never made an effort to get Men of Steel back. That was in a steelbook too. I never made an effort to get Batman vs Superman back. I think someone gave it to me for Christmas and I never opened it. It was either that or Justice League. It's somewhere in my house. But they weren't good movies. They were movies to watch in the theater, come out and be like, eh. Like, the only ones I watched that I actually enjoyed were like Suicide Squad 1 and 2, Birds of Prey, and Wonder Woman. They were the only ones that were actually like comic book movies. While the other ones were trying to be political comic book movies, even though, I don't know. So here I am, and I keep hearing people say James Gunn's Superman is terrible because it's not Man of Steel's. And I'm like, I don't know. I actually think if James Gunn's Superman came out in like 2010, instead of Guardians of the Galaxy, he did, actually it was 2014 when Guardians came out. But instead of that, he would have released Superman, I think it would have done good. I think he would have had a big hit on his hand. Guardians was a big hit. People love Guardians. Don't even get me started on how many baby Groots were running around back then. Heck, baby Groots in Fortnite. Twice. So, people like Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm sorry to all you people who don't like James Gunn. I don't care. Apparently he made a good movie. Well, Zack Snyder's verse. I've been on YouTube for years. This is my second channel. My first channel I've had. But I've seen videos of people being like, it's fine. It's terrible. It sucks. Over and over and over again for like almost 10 years now. 12 years? And here I am, and I'm like, what happened that there was a switch as soon as James Gunn made his movie that was like, it's terrible because it's not my Superman. And it's like, it wasn't your Superman to begin with because you all, everyone who's saying that now hated it before. One of the groups is the GG group on YouTube, if you know what I'm talking about. The initials were GG. And they hated Superman, man. They were like trashing it and everything. I used to be sub to them. It's probably still sub to them on my old YouTube channel. I can't log into it. I can't check. But they tore that thing to shreds. And I even stood up for Man of Steel. Being like, let's see what's going to happen. And now, here I am, and the other one's defending it. I'm like, less than 10 years ago, you guys were destroying it. Before COVID happened, you guys destroyed Man of Steel. Now here you are, and you're like, it was the best Superman ever made. And I'm like, he wasn't Superman. Heck, Henry Cavill, the guy who usually likes to praise stuff how it's done in the comics and TV shows and stuff, literally changed Superman so that he didn't even wear the red trunks. Heck, I don't even think he had red boots. I think it was just a pure blue thing. It looked his costume looked terrible. Then it had all those little, I don't know, vinyl looking thing. It didn't look like a costume. It looked like an action figure. It actually looked like an action figure. Like, they must have had something where like, make it look like this so we can sell some toys. And we don't have to use a lot of paint. That's what it looked like. And I don't know. Like Doomsday in Batman vs. Superman was terrible. I'm sorry, I spoiled it for everyone who stayed around 10 minutes. Yeah, Doomsday in Batman vs. Superman. Ooh. It's like they destroyed Metropolis and Gotham, where they were like literally next to each other. Well, Metropolis is supposed to be like LA and Gotham is like New York City. That the two separate parts of the map. But no, there's an island in between the two. It's like, what is this? New Jersey and New York? So they didn't take any account of storyline of any of the comics. The Justice League movie, that was just CGI all over the place, and it wasn't even good CGI. It was like Fantastic Four stick type CGI. Well, you can see this static from the green screen behind the people. My sister still hasn't watched that entire movie. I watched that entire movie because of the fact that I was in theaters and came out of it being like, it sucked. But that is the lowest, one of the lowest superhero movies of all time. But here I am, and I'm like, I don't understand the love for Men of Steel. Like, the outright devotion to it. I have watched Men of Steel probably 6 or 7 times. Not 6 or 7, no. 2 or 3 times now. Well, the new James Gunn Superman, I've watched probably 6 to 7 times now. I'm sorry for that. But I've watched it. I enjoyed it. I bought it on DVD. Actually, I bought it on Blu-ray, so I spent a little extra. My sister watched it with me when I first bought it on Blu-ray, and she was like, this is probably one of the best Supermans that I've seen in a while. I'm like, yeah. Like, I still think Tom Welling from Smallville was a better a better Clark Kent. But heck, even Tom Welling had the best Superman costume in my opinion. But I'm not gonna be like, I don't know. It's just one of those things I don't get why people defend Men of Steel so much. Like, they're even right now saying that Supergirl is going to flop because it's not Men of Steel. It's not done by Zack Snyder. And I'm like, don't watch it. I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to enjoy it. I actually got some, I'm on Instagram, and I had some people literally say some terrible things about me because I liked Supergirl. I'm like, I'm looking forward to it. And I have been called all kinds of things that I could probably sue if I really wanted to, because outright destroying my name type deal charges. They said some terrible things about me. So I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, I just want to watch Supergirl. It looks good. Brand new day. Spider-Man is like my number one hero. And Supergirl's higher than Spider-Man. Of course, Supergirl is literally my top 10 superheroes. But, yeah. So, here I am, and I'm like, I'm getting all these comments that are really, literally saying some terrible things about me just because I want to watch Supergirl. And I don't know. I want to watch Supergirl. I'm sorry. The first James Gunn's movie looks good. Supergirl looks like the comic book up to certain points. Like I would say about 7 or 8 out of 10. Comic book from comic book to movie. Fire trucks. And heck, even the new Superman costume that they just leaked on James Gunn just leaked for his Man of Tomorrow. It looks better than this last one. Like, it looks like they got rid of more of the panel linings, and it's now smoother, and a little bit of a different color blue, and I'm like, it looks good. I'm okay with this. Like, Supergirl was always supposed to have like the dark blue colors. That's why I like Supergirl. The dark blue and the red skirt. Well, Superman was supposed to be like blue, like a royal blue, but not a navy blue, if that makes any sense. But, or heck, even I even like Superman in this color blue. So yeah, and he's like, I don't know. There's plenty of movies I don't like that I don't tell you you're terrible for enjoying. Heck, I even had someone get mad at me on YouTube because I said I liked the Thunderbolts. It was like, he stopped now, but I think they deleted my comment, the owner. And I'm like, I did nothing wrong besides to say that the Thunderbolts is one of my favorite movies, and it's not fair that you're like accusing me of being a terrible person because I like the Thunderbolts. It's just freaking, now I'm getting that with Supergirl, and I'm like, there's part of me that wants to gatekeep superhero again. Like, back when I was a kid, not too many people knew who Iron Man was. I had a couple comics, I knew who Iron Man was. I was like, Iron Man's cool. There was the cartoon series. I'm like, Iron Man is awesome. But when the movie came out, no one knew who it was. I had to explain who Iron Man was to like all my friends. Now, I don't have to do that. Unless I want to tell them how the actual comic book Iron Man is, and then they're like, no, that's not Iron Man. I'm like, yeah, it's Iron Man. He's nothing like he is in the... like, Robert Downey Jr. was the best Tony Stark, but... yeah. And we keep getting these movies that aren't actually portraying the heroes. Like, yeah. There's a reason Robert Downey Jr. was probably the best choice for Iron Man. And it's his history of what Robert Downey Jr. did back during the 80s and 90s. And I was like, yeah, that's Tony. Someone just fell on my cabinet. I don't know what's inside. But here I am, and I'm like, Iron Man, not Iron Man, Superman, Man of Steel. Just enjoy your movies. Like, if you don't like James Gunn, by the way, he's not directing Supergirl, by the way. People keep saying he is, he's not. It's misinformation. He's producing, not directing. There's a difference. But that's like a 20-minute video on itself of what the difference is between a director and a producer. But, yeah. It's like, heck, James Gunn even had the Patriot. Not Patriot. Was it Patriot? Yeah. There was Gold Cold. No. Who was that? Patriot had John Cena. Yeah. It's like, that's James Gunn's. Creature Commando is James Gunn's. I didn't hear many complaints about Creature Commando besides the fact that no one heard about it. But yeah, I saw that basically because I had movie nights on Discord. But yeah, just enjoy whatever movie you want. I'm not gonna condemn you or call you a bunch of terrible names and racist names and everything else and sexist names and all that other stuff because you like Men of Steel. I'm just telling you, I don't understand why you like it. It just doesn't make sense to me why you like Men of Steel. Can you tell I haven't had sleep and it's extremely hot in my body? My mind is just gone. But yeah, I just want to watch my movie and not hear some critic, some person who's probably never going to see it, most of the GG people, tell me that the movie was terrible because it was actually like the comics. And then complain that the movies aren't actually like the comics. Why aren't these movies like comics? Oh, here we go. We got Supergirl like the comics. It's a terrible movie. That was a terrible comic book series. You didn't ask for a good comic book series. You just asked for comic movies to be based around comic books. We got one. It's not my fault you don't know what you want. Well, I want my Man of Steel. You didn't want it 5 years ago. You wanted it to be more comic books and for the movies to actually be good. And now you're looking back and you're like, these movies were actually good, even though Aquaman sucked, Flash sucked, Batman never actually had his own movie. What was that? Shazam? Actually, Shazam was pretty good. The first one. I haven't seen the second one. I saw the Flash. Oh my goodness, the Flash. Woo! And it's fine you guys can enjoy that stuff. But you haven't actually had a good superhero movie from DC until James Gunn's Superman. So, it's not. It's like you want an actual Superman. James Gunn's Superman is pretty close to being a Boy Scout, man. Heck, he lost his temper to Lex Luthor because Lex was being arrogant and kind of racist. Yeah, Lex. You shouldn't hate someone because of their opinion for trying to be good. That's going on so much nowadays, and people just, man, I'm sweating I'm sweating so bad right now. But yeah, enjoy your movie. Enjoy it. Don't criticize people for enjoying their movies. But don't be like, this is the best movie ever, and your movie sucks because of it. Because 5 years ago, Man of Steel sucked. Nowadays, you guys love it. So, just remember that. Yeah, you guys can enjoy your movie. I'm never going to watch Man of Steel again. But that's my opinion. I'm going to watch James Gunn's Superman. The universe is already at a better start than Man of Steel. But you can enjoy your movie. Just let me enjoy my movie and not be like, everything needs to be Man of Steel. Because, man, if everything was Man of Steel, you guys have no hope at all. The Man of Steel, he saved what, one family in the entire movie? Heck, what he did in Metropolis was actually so bad that Batman had to fight him in Batman vs. Superman. because he didn't just destroy Smallville. He destroyed Metropolis too, which involved people that Batman knew, even though these people never had any name, like real reason for being in the movie. By the way, did you know that they killed Jimmy Olsen in Men of Steel, or was it? I think it was Men of Steel. Might have been just Batman vs Superman. But yeah, Jimmy Olsen was in it. In the scene where Lois is in like Alaska type deal. And I think it was just a no-name villain. Just yeah. I don't even think Croc met Jimmy in the entire movie. But that happened. So, I don't know. We have Jimmy in the new movie. And he's Jimmy Olsen. I'm waiting for the wristwatch. It's funny, Jimmy being a ladies' boy, and it's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. But, yeah. I enjoyed it. I hope to see. It's like there is a little bit too much comedy in Menace the James Gunn Superman. Yes, I admit those could dial it down with Lex Luthor's girlfriend. That's Jimmy's ex. She's a little like too high in the comedy world. See, look, I'm criticizing that. And Superman's speech went on for a little bit too much. Crypto's fine. Crypto's a dog, people. Okay, he's a CGI dog that actually looks better than most of Men of Steel's CGI. But, yeah, enjoy your movie. Okay? Just enjoy it. Don't criticize. Don't hate. Just sit down, watch a movie. Heck, maybe go see the new Supergirl so you can actually see something fun. Or like the comics. I hope to see it at the end of the month. I don't know. It depends on what my sister's doing because I don't have anyone to go with besides my sister nowadays. It's a 2-hour drive from my house to go see a movie. There's a reason movie theaters aren't making money, and it's not because of the fact that people don't want to go. It's the fact that most people can't go anymore. It's like, I gotta go spend $40 to see one movie 2 hours away from me. Bring some closer to me. Like, we have been begging for years for a movie theater. Heck, we were told that one was going to come in, and then they're like, no, we're not going to do it. We're going to put a parking garage show instead. Why do we have a parking garage? I still don't know. There's nothing in my town. Heck, I had a rant about how there's nothing in my town. It's a terrible thing. They need to fix stuff in another video. Heck, the one thing about me taking care of animals in my town, I found out why that guy had that. He wants rats and mice to force and thrive, while cats he wants killed. Just telling you what this guy is that messing with my town. And he's a partisan. Why on earth he's in my town, I don't know. But that's my town. So, yeah. Actually, I think I heard a rumor that he wants to get rid of cats from the inside houses, too. Can't even have a bird bath outside. But, yeah. So, enjoy your Superman. Okay, that's the whole thing. Just enjoy it. if you really want a good Superman, go watch Smallville. Okay, you'll get a good Clark Kent from start to finish, and that's your best thing. Yeah, it gets slow because there are 20 some episodes a season, and some of the plot lines are kind of just like, oh, jeez. But at least Doomsday looks like Doomsday. Yeah. Yeah. Just if you really want a good Superman, watch Smallville. Watch the 90s cartoon series. Justice League. You got some good Superman now. But until we finally get that good live action Superman, we have okay Supermans. Actually, I think I heard Lois and Clark, the new series, was pretty good. Haven't seen it. I stopped watching television about 10 years ago that was actually on TV. So, I've been watching Netflix and Disney Plus. And a little bit on Amazon Prime. But yeah. Enjoy your movie. I'm going to go enjoy Supergirl. And when I'm done, I'm going to make a video. And if I hated it, I will tell you. I'll be straight up and say this movie sucked. If I enjoyed it, I will come back and be like, this movie was pretty good. From what I understand, being in the people who got to see it early, all in the phase of, it was okay. Most of them weren't even comic book fans, so they don't know what's going on. So, yeah. And if you're curious about, we still have some time, you can order off of Amazon Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. It's like, they just released it for like $10. You can buy the book off of Amazon. Buy it, watch it, be researched into the actual movie. Hopefully we get the dragon. Ooh, spoiler. But yes. Enjoy it. Don't criticize people. Be good fans. Be welcoming to others. Don't be like you don't have an opinion because you like a certain thing. Because your thing's it's not as good as my thing. And yes, I know there are some reasons to not watch something. Like, we look at the new Harry Potter. I'm not going to watch it because I have the movies. They did too much with changing people. And I'm like, this isn't Harry Potter. I didn't watch the new Lord of the Rings movies because these aren't Tolkien. They aren't close to Tolkien. So I didn't watch them. I watched Hobbit and the original trilogy. So, and The Hobbit isn't even close, but it was close enough. So, yeah, you don't need to watch everything to be a fan. You just need to enjoy and be welcoming to other people without calling people names because they enjoy something you don't. I feel like so many people should learn that lesson. Multiple people can make it multiple things. I don't like events or time, but a lot of people like it. Enjoy events or time. I literally can't think of any else. Like the new He-Man. I'm gonna watch it when it comes out on streaming. If it's somewhere I can actually watch it. It's definitely not for everyone, from my understanding. Most of the people who watch are like twice the old age as me. 60 to 70 years old. Yeah. Okay. Enjoy your He-Man. But you can enjoy whatever you want. Bye.